What if you're never really worried about cost per lead? The month bill that never stops growing. Picture this, you own a local service business. Maybe you do plumbing, roofing, HVAC, landscaping, whatever. Every single month, you write check to Google or Facebook for ads, $2,000, sometimes even more. And here's the worst part. The leads you get, half of them are tire kickers. People who just want free quotes, they call three other companies too. You're competing on price because they found you through an ad, not because they trust you. Then Facebook decides to raise their ad costs. Google changes the algorithm. Your cost per lead goes from $50 to $80 overnight, and there's nothing you can do about it, especially when you pay off or you actually lose a customer. You feel stuck on this treadmill, you can't get off, and the phone stops ringing the second you turn off these ads. You're basically renting your customers from these platforms month after month after month. Your cash flows suffers, you stress about payroll, you wonder if there's a better way. What if I told you there is? And what if the answer costs you less than 1 month of ad spend? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I was able to uh, I was able to generate 16 qualified leads from this simple one-page website that cost less than $100 to build. So if you stick with me right in this video, I'm going to also show you how you can dominate your entire location anywhere between 5 to 10 mile radius of your service, and how you can double the number of leads that you can actually get for your business for less than the current amount you're spending for ads per month. So I will tell you about a case study I built out, no hype, just facts. In November of 2024, I built out a single one-page website for a gutter service in McKinney, Texas. The domain was guttersmckinneytexas.com. Notice how it matched with exactly what people are looking for, and for that, Google tends to love it. So I'm going to show you exactly how we got Google to trust this company and how it got it ranking. So when someone is actually looking for your services online, the first thing that appears on the very first page of Google are lots of sponsored ads. Google wants to make money, so they tend to show up businesses who are spending a lot of money in running ads. So you have the first sponsored section right here, which are like the LSA, local service ad business area. You have two here. Then you have the websites who are also ranking here, two websites again. So that's four businesses already competing to rank right here for the specific search term, Gutters Company McKinney. Then you now have the local map section that features three businesses that the team Worldy. And you also have a sponsored one here again. That's five businesses already competing. Imagine the ton of money they will be paying per click per each person that is actually calling their businesses. Then now you now have the organic section, otherwise known as the blue links. And here you see our website right here for this particular search query, Gutter Company McKinney. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get that your website that has been sitting right there for years, how to get it ranking on the first page of Google, and how to help you generate more leads for your business. So we started with this case study that we spent less than $100 to do. The first thing we did was get an exact match domain. An exact match domain simply means you including the core service you render plus the city in the domain name. And this gets you that local kind of visibility in the eyes of Google. Google tends to trust this kind of domain. Hence, that was what we got for this website case study. The second thing we did was also include the core service plus related service plus city with services in the title of the website. Gives Google more context about what our website overall is about. Then the third thing we did was include the core service plus city also in the headline of the website's homepage. This tells exactly what our homepage is all about. Then the very first paragraph, just immediately after the headline, we also want to include a variation of the service plus the city in which we render the service in. And that completes this first section above the fold. The second section is the Our Service section. This is where you want to list as many services that you render, all of the related services, in our case, replacement, repairs, cleaning, downspout, repairs, installation, gutter guards, installation and repairs. And you briefly want to talk about each of them. And the next section is why they should choose our company. In this section, you want to talk about how long you've been in business, what is your expertise, if you're family owned, if you're veteran owned, if you're licensed, if you're insured, if you offer finances, what is the process from a customer calling your business to getting the service done, and how long does it take basically? What kind of materials do you use? Do you have an award? Do you have recognitions from whatever local business authorities? This is the section you want to include all of those. The second to last thing we did was also include frequently asked questions on this website. Frequently asked questions are people who are actively looking for your services online. They have some questions that need answering. It is in this section you want to answer all of those queries as much as you can. And Google has given us the hint on how to do this. When you type your specific search query on Google for the services that you offer, you see the section they call people also ask. These are likely questions people are looking for, and Google has the records. So they are basically handing this over to you for you to answer. But in our case, we want to make it local to our area. So as I guess this general search term like how much I got us for 1,000 square foot house, you could make it local like how much I got us for 1,000 square foot house in McKinney. How much on average does it cost to replace guttering in McKinney? You want to make it local to the area in which you're servicing. And the last part is the zip code. We basically include the zip code of the area McKinney that we serve. This gives users more context for people who are looking for businesses within their specific zip code. It tells them exactly that you're a business that does this service, and Google tends to rank you for this specific service. And basically, that's all we did on this page. And this is exactly what you can replicate for your own business homepage, your core service plus city, and you follow the step exactly how I have outlined it. The next thing we did is get Google to trust our website. The best, how do we do this? We basically listed our website in multiple directories, including Yelp, Foursquare, Manta, and a list of 400 directories where we got our website listed. This basically gives Google more context, tends to trust us because a lot of local directories are mentioning us. Your local chamber of commerce, you also want to get listed right there. So this gives Google even more context about our website, and they tend to trust us even more. You could do this yourself basically, or you could get this guy on Fiverr, Mohammed Wahid, to do this for $75, and he gets all of this delivery done within 7-day period. This is something you can do for your business right now, or you could basically do them yourself, go through the list, but it's quite a list. So you want to save yourself some time and energy and just pay this guy to get it all done for you. And basically that's all we spent, $75 for citations and $15 for the domain name. We launched this website in November of 2024. By January 25 of 2025, we got the very first lead that came in. And up to the recent one of October 22nd, 2025, we still got a lead from someone filling out this very form here. Could we have gotten even better leads or even more leads from this website? Yes, we could have. If you notice, we didn't have a tracking phone number to give you statistics of how many persons who called into this business, because this phone number on the website does not work. So that's the first thing we'll do. We'll basically include a tracking phone number such that when people visit this website, they can instantly call us, because the number of persons who call a business as compared to filling out a form is quite high. Most people want to speak to the business owner right now, and they want that specific service right now for their own. The second best thing we would have done is also include each of these core services or each of these related services that we offer on a dedicated page. We don't want to have all of them on the same home page. So it gives it that specificity that this specific page does everything concerning gutter repairs. This specific page is about gutter cleaning in McKinney. And the last thing we could have done with this page also include nearby locations that we serve. That is locations within 5 to 10 mile radius or 5 minutes to 20 minutes driving distance. That's something we could have included in this website also, and we could have even generated more leads from these nearby locations or targeting these individual dedicated service pages. And basically that's all we could have done right on this page. Then for the off page, once you've nailed everything about the on page, you want Google to trust you more. For this search query, we are appearing in position number 3. In order for us to get to position number 1, we need more authority websites mentioning us. If you're popular with Reddit, like if you're familiar with Reddit, there's what we call upvote. So when someone votes a comment that you make, you tend to rank way up in that particular subreddit. And that's exactly how backlinks work. You need authority websites to mention your website and point a link back to you. So the very cheapest way to do this is via a press release. A press release is basically a newsworthy article that you write about your business, introducing a service or introducing an aspect of your business that you want the public to know. What this does is it gives you a lot of links back to your homepage website. In this case, you spend $70 and you get guaranteed 450 websites mentioning your business, and that's something you want to get for basically cheap. And Google tends to trust this kind of website because it's what every does. So we call them foundational links. In order for you to rank way higher with very good links that cost anywhere between $74 to $100 per link, those are way higher and better than this. One of those links could beat all of these 450 links, mind you. It is something that you should have also. And a local SEO mentee of mine, Jackie Cho, offers the service niche edit and local guest post for $74 to $90 or between $90 or $95 for niche edit. And basically, this is all you can do to get ranking in this blue link section. Then in order for you to dominate your entire market itself for the nearby locations that you service, since we've established that Google tends to like the home page, targeting the core service that you render, because of the number of links that are pointing to it, let's take a pause for a while. We've done 400 local citations, listing our website in 400 local directories. We've also issued out press release over 450 placements. Then imagine adding those very high authority backlinks that cost anywhere between $74 to $100 to do. That's quite a lot. Then imagine now building this website, each of the domain, targeting the main core service, your service for each of the locations. Imagine having this for 10 locations, 10 different websites for 10 locations. You could generating upwards of 3 to 5 leads per website per month. That is anywhere between 30 to 50 qualified leads every single month. It's not something you want to sleep on. This is what's working in 2025 going into 2026. But basically, without the very high authority backlinks that cost $100, you could get your website started for just $224. And the costing goes like this. You get the domain name for $15, hosting per year $24, citations in local directories $75, press release $70, indexation of all of these links $20, and the content creation you could use ChatGPT Premium subscription for $20. And for $224, you could get this started right now. And within a couple of months, you will get your very first lead, just like we did ours. And this is basically from Google. Instead of these searches or instead of these leads going to your competition, they are coming right to you. So it's something you really want to do. I'm not saying you spending money on ads is a very bad strategy. It is what keeps your business going. Keep doing it. But you want to take some part of that cash flow to develop this SEO system that generates leads from you non-stop. Because once you're paying for ads, you're basically renting out these leads. You want to own your lead source. You want to have control over exactly how you show up and where you show up for, such that you don't have to pay as much as you're paying currently on ads. Within 6 to 12 months, you could basically reduce the number of amount you spend on ads, and within a couple of years, you could take that to basically zero. Because by then, you would get your Google Business Profile ranked, you will get all of your blue links ranking. Imagine your pool of 5 to 10 websites, all ranking on the first page of Google for the specific search term that people are currently looking for. So that's exactly what we guarantee you with this service. And the basic structure of the microsites is going to be like this. You have the home page itself. You have the service hub page listing all of the services that you're rendering. You have the location pages. You have the location hub page listing all of the nearby locations that you service. And if you have a mix of the location plus services, you have a full-blown page of what anywhere between 74 to 100 page, including blog articles that gives the user and Google more context about what your service is all about. But if you're going to work with us right now, we'll build out each of these exact match domains for you such that they are relevant because of our expertise in the niche itself, and we know exactly what works and what doesn't. If you work with us today, we guarantee you're definitely going to rank in a couple of months. and it costs way less than what you're going to be spending on ads every single month. So for right now, if you've stayed with us for this long in this video, I want to thank you. And if you have more questions, you leave them in the comment section. Then someone will ask, okay, how do we partner with you long term and what do we get? We don't just build out this entire system for you and disappear. We help you manage your Google business profile, optimize it such that we post new posts, photos, strategic response to reviews. We'd also help you with review generation system that helps you generate reviews on autopilot. So when you complete a job, automatically text the client to leave you good reviews, and this tends to boost your rankings in Google. And the more rankings you have, the more visibility you have, and the more visibility, it means more customers calling you. We set up a missed call text back function for you, such that when someone calls your business and you kind of miss it, they get automatically texted back, and you will follow up with an AI to book the call, such that you never lose that lead again. We also set up an AI chat widget for your website that automatically chats your clients and book an appointment for you autopilot. Then ongoing optimization. Google tends to consistently change how they display search results. So we want to keep up with all of those changes and implement them on the go as they roll in, ethically anyway. Then we also want to help you manage and promote all other services that you render within your website. So in the next 90 days, you could be that business that spent way less money on ads generating all of this system. Or you could basically keep spending on ads, whichever one works for you, fine. But I would prefer you own your system entirely, and for some reason you tend to reduce on the ad spend month after month going into the future. So 2026 is on the horizon. You want to get things better. You want to start on the right note. If you've watched so far in this video, thank you for watching. And if you have questions, leave them in the comment section. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.